again, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are discussing another popular industry based on blockchain, medicine industry. As we already know, it's a multi-billion industry which is constantly developing and attracting more audience year by year. Let's check it out with a professional who built his own international business. But before we will start our Q&A session, let me introduce our sponsor for today. It's Crypterium, a mobile app that will turn cryptocurrencies into money that you can spend with the same as cash, shop around the world, and pay with your coins and tokens at any NFC terminal or via scanning the QR codes. Buy in online stores, pay your bills, or just send money across borders in seconds reliably and for a fraction of a penny. Let's welcome our guest for today, who is the Vice President of Bitcoin Network, Kashi Frizi. I will call you Kash.
You can. Hi.
Okay. So Kashi, can you tell us more about what Bitcoin is doing?
Well, Bitcoin is a blockchain-based project which we launched about 18 months ago. And it has a very niche market where we will be connecting patients with the doctors for the consultative care. So there are two types of care when you go to the medical industry. There's one primary care, then there's a secondary care. I don't know how much time do we have to explain what is primary care and what is secondary care.
I will stop you.
So the primary care is where you as a patient go to your general practitioner or family doctor or whatever you call it globally, and you go to him with some problem. He'll do some general tests, and then he will obviously he will prescribe you something. B, he will send you to the consultative care. So the consultative care, when you go to the consultative care, that's what is called secondary care. So you've been to a consultative care, you've been diagnosed by touch wood anything. But the problem here is the market gap is wherever globally you are living, whoever doctor you have seen or consultant you have seen, whatever he has diagnosed, you don't have any option to have a second opinion or a second consultant's opinion on that diagnosis outside that medical system. For instance, I live in United Kingdom. All the consultants who are working under NHS, National Health Service, they have to follow a certain protocol. So when they are doing their diagnosis, they are following a certain protocol. They cannot go out of that protocol. So 9 out of 10, what will happen even if I go to some other consultant with the same problem, the diagnosis will be same. Because he's following the same protocols set up by NHS. And similarly, every country is doing the same. So what we are offering here is that, okay, you've been to a consultant, you had a consultative care. What we are offering you is to get onto our platform, which is built on blockchain.
But why do you actually need blockchain implemented in your network?
I'll come to that. I'll come to that.
Okay.
Let me explain why this thing is required. Let me explain you what is this thing. Yeah. Then I'll come to the blockchain. So you will come to our platform, and we will offer you a services where you can choose any consultant in your problem, in your region, your department, whatever you call, globally, and he can look into your records. He can look into your medical records, and he can give you a consultative advice on the same problem which been diagnosed by someone else. But obviously, that consultant will be sitting globally somewhere else, working independently, not being controlled by any medical system, because obviously he's working on our platform, and he will be giving a very fair advice to the patient. So coming back to your question, why we need blockchain? Look, in medical industry, the biggest problem is data security. That is the biggest problem, because With our research, we find out that the medical records, the medical data is one of the most precious data. And the world we are living in, the the biggest issue like NHS or any other medical institutions or the governing bodies are facing to secure their data. But when you bring in blockchain into this mix, obviously the biggest challenge will be addressed the data security. Any data which is secured under the blockchain protocols will be secure. Nobody can, up till now, up till today, we don't know tomorrow. We can't see the future. But up till now, this is the most secure system. That is the one side of it. The second side of it, when you are connecting people globally, patients to the doctors, obviously you need prompt information, you need prompt transfer of data from one point to another point. We need prompt transactions where the money is being transferred from A to B because we are working in a medical industry where the time is the most important. Patients,
Clear.
I know in my family, the things have happened where the diagnosis was delayed for a week in a cancer and the situation went from A to C, D, and the person eventually went into disabilities and so on and so forth. So the time is the most important thing. So that to save time, we have developed our own MediBitcoin, which is our own cryptocurrency. So what will happen? You come to our platform, you upload your data, which is completely safe under. Because what is happening? I live in United Kingdom. United Kingdom, as far as I know, is the only country where the government is holding all your medical records. NHS is holding all your medical records. But if you go to the Europe and Far East and India, China, or in North America, it's the patient who is holding all his own medical records. You as a patient hold a copy of your own medical record. So what we are offering you is come to our platform, sign in, make an account. Well, obviously you have to tell us your background so we can allocate you to the certain department. I mean, either it's for the liver problem or a heart problem or what, so
Hmm.
on and so forth.
Hmm. To the right doctor. Hmm.
So to the right doctor, and then obviously you upload your medical records through
Hmm.
your smartphone. Everything will be done by a smartphone. Everything
Hmm.
is done by a smartphone. And there are 1 billion smartphone users in the world right now. So, so you upload your medical records, choose your doctor. Obviously, you have to pay for the service. So, which will be roughly costing, if you calculate it equivalent to fiat, it will be between 100 and $150. Why we calculate into fiat? Because most of the people do still understand it in fiat. If we tell them, all right, we'll be charging you equivalent to say, one Ethereum or two Ethereum or 2,000 satoshis or 3,000 satoshis, most of people will not understand that. So that's why we have to standardize it into fiat, into dollars. It will be between 100 and $150. You have to set up your account, come to our D app,
Yeah.
and obviously there will be an option given to you through D app to buy our Medibits, and you can use the service.
Okay.
And the
So
one,
yeah.
you go ahead.
So obviously, sorry, yeah, obviously, we got that maybe Bitcoin is solving several problems, and let's get back to more practical way trail. Like, I'm really interested in. I bet audience is interested. How did you actually start the business, and how you came out with the idea to block your network on blockchain?
Um, the idea was something happened in family where
Mhm.
I won't go into details, but something happened in the family where if we would have had better medical care, a better option, uh, would, he or she could have survived a better
Yes.
life. That was the motivation behind it. So we were working on this idea of uh, connecting patients globally. Because I personally come from Pakistan, a third world country, and I'm living here in the United Kingdom for almost
Mhm.
20 years. So I've been studying here, but obviously there are connections back home and
Mhm.
everything. And I know how badly these kind of services, which we take them as granted here in West, are needed in the third world country. So I mean, it's a mixed bag that there was something happened in a family, plus my background where I come from. We came up with an idea where we thought that using this new technology, we can make difference. We can come up with a service which can make difference with people's lives. And obviously, I did my master's from University of Greenwich here in London,
Mhm.
and it was in information systems security. So obviously, we know that blockchain is not an invention; it's just a combination of three technologies: encryption, VPN, and protocols, which
Mhm.
we have studied in detail when we were studying in our university. At that point, even Bitcoin was not born yet. It was before that, back in 2008. So obviously, once the technology was available, and me and my partner were looking into different ideas, how to implement it, how to
Mhm.
build a network. So we thought, let's give it a shot. And once we started working on it, the idea developed into a business model, and then obviously so on and so forth. And here we are after 18 months. We are in pre-STO sales right now. So hard work is about to pay off, really. So, so that's it, really. I don't know what else to
Yeah, yeah,
add into it.
that was yeah, that was excellent answer. So, what do you think will be the lifespan and future, and will blockchain help us to make the lifetime last longer? How do you think?
Um, Look, it's everybody has his own perspective on it.
Hmm.
To me, obviously, I will look at it by looking with the eyes of my own project, you know. And I personally believe that once this project is launched, it will make big difference in the people's lives. And I am telling you on the basis of research data, only in United States, more than 1 million people misdiagnosed due to consultative problems, and die. Half of those die. So, I don't know how much it will increase the lifespan of a patient or not, but I personally believe that the patient who is going through some medical problem or anything, this service will make big difference
I
to save
see.
a lot of lives.
Mhm. I see. I personally know like a few project, blockchain medicine projects and networks, who do, I mean, they do almost the same thing. Uh, who do you think is the strongest competitor for you on the market?
Um, at first, to be I didn't come across a very similar project in blockchain. I came across a couple which
Mm-hmm.
are basically offering you to have all your medical records under one block,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously there will be a board of doctors who is looking into all your medical records and recommending you to certain consultative care on the doctors. They are US based. I did not came across exactly the same sort of project. I did it personally.
I
Maybe
see.
you have. Obviously, it's a big world. It's a big world. A lot of people are working on blockchain, but
Yeah, yeah, that's for sure.
but to be very fair with you, we have a very niche sector in mobile very niche market in a mobile sector where we are
I see.
only targeting those patients who have already been to the
Mm.
doctor, who have already been diagnosed by something, and they need a secondary
Where
care.
do you
A
where
second,
do you get the data then?
huh?
Where do you get this data then? Like you got the information only for those patients. You like you have your niche where you got the information.
Um, do I really have to tell you because there
Okay,
are certain things I can because we have paid
I see. Okay.
that that is the biggest chunk of our research, biggest chunk of our investment gone into that research, to be honest.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I got it. Okay. I have a few more questions left for our guests, such as what to expect from the medicine market in 2019, how to start your business in medicine, and where to get investments from. For that, as usual, we will switch our live stream to the Economy Club. If you want to enjoy company with our guests and see the rest interview, please sign up by the link, and we will see you there in 2 minutes.